The second season of Yellowjackets ended with one of its most gut-wrenching moments yet: the death of Natalie Scatorcio, a core survivor and a fan favorite. As a complex character marked by trauma and loyalty, Natalie's final act of self-sacrifice struck a powerful chord with viewers. Her death, though tragic, was meaningful, but it also raised a question many fans couldn't shake. Why did Juliette Lewis, who played adult Natalie, leave the show? Natalie's final act of redemption. Natalie had always been one of the most emotionally conflicted of the Yellowjackets. Haunted by her time in the wilderness and her complicated relationship with Travis, she carried guilt and a deep yearning for truth and redemption. Season 2 pushed her arc to its emotional peak. The moment of her death arrives during a disturbing reunion at Lottie's compound, where the surviving women find themselves on the brink of another tragedy. When Lottie insists the wilderness demands a sacrifice, the group reluctantly plays along, hoping to buy time while help is summoned. In a chilling turn, Van, who is dying of terminal cancer, cancels the call for help, desperate for meaning in the chaos. What follows is a descent into psychological and spiritual panic. Shauna draws the Queen of Hearts, marking her for sacrifice, but her daughter Callie intervenes and shoots Lottie to stop the ritual. Amid the chaos, Lisa confronts Natalie at gunpoint, but Natalie chooses compassion over violence. When Misty leaps in to save her friend by injecting Lisa with phenobarbital, Natalie throws herself in front of Lisa, accidentally taking the fatal dose herself. She dies in Misty's arms, slipping into a vision where she sees herself in the wilderness with Javi and Lottie, a symbolic representation of her unhealed guilt. In that moment, Natalie finds peace, perhaps for the first time since they were rescued. Consequences that echo beyond the wilderness. Natalie's death wasn't just for shock, it was thematically central. According to co-showrunner Jonathan Lisco, killing off a major character was essential to showing that actions in Yellowjackets have lasting consequences. There can't be consequences if you're not going to have what they went through affect some of our seminal characters, Lisco told Games Radar. Her death reminds audiences that the trauma of the wilderness didn't end with their rescue, it followed them home. Showrunners Ashley Lyle and Bart Nickerson echoed this sentiment in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, stating that the series is about how that dark force continues to shape the characters in adulthood. Executive producer Karen Kusama even revealed that Natalie's fate was foreshadowed from the beginning, especially through her visions of Misty as a deathly figure, signaling that her subconscious always knew what was coming. Juliette Lewis on why she left Yellowjackets. Though Natalie's death was narratively impactful, it also coincided with Juliette Lewis's decision to exit the series. In an interview with Variety, Lewis explained that while she loved the character, her creative instincts are more aligned with film than television. "I think I'm good for a series for 2 seasons. It's a different kind of work," she said. Lewis prefers the concise arc of movie storytelling, with a defined beginning, middle, and end. Her departure wasn't necessarily planned from the start, but Lewis worked with the show's creators to leave on her own terms. After Yellowjackets, she filmed The Thicket, a gritty Western thriller with Peter Dinklage that allowed her to return to her film roots. She also appeared in the drama By Design and the horror feature Opus, proving that her decision to move on wasn't a retreat, it was a new beginning. Sophie Thatcher carries the torch. Sophie Thatcher, who plays teen Natalie, expressed how emotionally devastating it was to lose her on-screen counterpart. In speaking to Variety, Thatcher described Lewis as a mentor and said that Natalie's death added emotional depth to her own portrayal. "To lose her on the show felt really like losing a part of yourself," she said. The Season 2 finale gave fans a haunting scene in which young and adult Natalie finally appeared together. It was a symbolic passing of a torch, and fans noted that in Season 3, Thatcher's performance began to subtly echo Lewis' vocal inflections, posture, and inner pain. Natalie may have died in the present, but her story in the past is far from over. What Van's death suggests about the others. Season 3 delivered yet another emotional blow with the death of Van, a character many believed might survive anything after enduring near-death experiences and even cancer. Her end served as another reminder that the women are still under the influence, or curse, of whatever they encountered in the wilderness. Van once told her younger self that death isn't the end, a cryptic line that may also apply to Natalie. The strange events surrounding Ty, the recurring visions, and unexplained deaths in the present all point to the wilderness being more than just a forest. It's a lingering force, and Natalie's death is proof that no one truly escapes it. Natalie lives on, in the past and in memory. While fans may never see Juliette Lewis return to the series, Natalie's legacy is very much alive through Sophie Thatcher's powerful performance. As Season 3 progresses, younger Natalie is becoming more aligned with her older self, showing that the darkness in the woods shaped her long before adulthood. In the end, Natalie died trying to save someone else. Her final act was a rare moment of grace in a world clouded by guilt and fear. Though gone, Natalie remains one of Yellowjackets' most unforgettable souls, proof that even in a show drenched in darkness, redemption is possible.